Hey everyone, Joe here. Welcome back to the Mixing a Rock Song from Start to Finish series. We're on the final part today, part 7, where we're going to be just going through the mix, putting on some finishing touches, making a few tweaks here and there, just getting it all sounding bang on. If you've missed any of the previous parts, they're all linked in the description below. We went through setting up the DAW, went through mixing the drums, bass, guitars, vocals, automation. We've done all of that. Now we just want to finish things off. Now today you might have noticed that I don't have my headphones on. I'm going to be mixing just with my studio monitors today. It's not a fantastic idea only to mix with headphones. I want to hear what it sounds like on different reference points. So I'm going to be putting a voiceover over this one, just explaining everything that I'm doing. So just sit back and enjoy. We're going to get this song sounding great and all ready for mastering. I'm going to start by just playing a little bit of what we've got so far, and then I'm going to get to the tweaking and the final stages, but I'll be explaining everything as I go. And then at the end, I'll show a comparison between what it sounded like right at the beginning before we started mixing and at the end, just so you can hear the difference. Let's do this. Okay, so I do like to generally go through the song from start to finish when I'm doing the final touches, just so I've got an idea of everything that's going on. I just realised we don't need those hi-hats in the intro there, so I've just got rid of those. It's a lot more punchy coming in to the track without them. And then I felt like it wasn't sort of crispy enough, not enough high end coming in. You couldn't hear those cymbals that well. And taking a look at the bass, just wanted it to stand out a little bit more. Wasn't 100% sure on the vocal level, so just had a little experiment with a quieter vocal. And then on the mix bus I added on the Kramer tape simulator, as I have on some of the other tracks. Just helps glue it together and gives it a little bit of an analogue-y sound. Bit of EQing on the mix bus there, cut out everything below 25 hertz across the mix, and a little bit of that kind of boomy low mid, just half a dB or so, and then I boost the low end a little bit as well, just where the kick and the bass are really thumping. I haven't done anything with the percussions yet, so it's got a low pass filter on there just to remove unneeded energy from the low end, clear things up a bit, and then compress the pair of them as well. Adjust the level. I want to make sure you can actually hear it on the chorus. It doesn't want to be too obvious. It's more of just a rhythmic thing for texture. But I wanted it to cut through, so boosted the high end a little bit. And then we're just adjusting the levels of that solo again, making sure you can hear it coming in. And then what I've done is I've separated the lead guitar from the guitar bus. I wanted to put it on its own because I wanted the compression settings to be a little bit different from the rhythm guitar. It was a little bit over compressed and not loud enough as well. And here I'm thinking it'd be nice to get a bit of delay on the lead guitar, because it was recorded quite dry just with the distortion. So I'm using an analog delay here rather than the more digital delay that we've got on everything else. Cut the low mids out just on the delay itself so it doesn't get muddy. And then we can listen in context. I've decided that a little bit of adjustment's needed on the levels of the vocals. Just where everything's been kind of rebalanced, you can sometimes find that certain phrases or notes are getting a little bit lost. And then there's a snare in the middle of this quiet section, just there, that I really like when it just kind of pops in, and I wanted to accent that a little bit. So I bring the volume up here, just of that one snare hit. Good, you please pick me up, 'cause I'm a brain locked in much. You don't want it to be kind of smacking you in the face, but and then just listening to the snare again on its own. I wanted a bit more of the kind of the high mids in there to get it kind of cracking. I'm just checking it against the rest of the mix to make sure it still sounds good there. But I know I'll try up. So if I forget you, please pick me up, 'cause I'm a brain. Yeah. Locked in a jar. And I just love that the recording of this snare. I didn't want it to get it lost in that quiet section, so I just brought that up a little bit. And then the chorus, I decided that these vocals are a little bit too loud. They kind of jump up a bit, so I just adjust those. And then finally, the guitar on its own in the intro and outro, obviously because they're on their own, the level of the track goes down quite a lot. I just wanted to give those a little bit of time to shine, bringing those up while they're on their own. Okay, I'm very happy with that mix. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you learnt something. I feel like the bass response is nice and solid. The drums, we had a really good recording to begin with, which helped. But I've tried to bring out the most out of them. The vocals are smooth. It's sounding very clear. You can hear everything as it was meant to be heard. So that's it mixed now. All that would be left to do on this track is to master it, but that's outside the scope of this mixing series. Let's just take a quick final comparison between what it sounded like right at the beginning, before we even started, and then what it sounds like now. It's just nice to listen to the two of them next to each other. It really just goes to show how much of a difference mixing makes. Thank you so much for watching, and especially if you've been watching the whole series up until now. I've left a link in the description to download the mixing process guide. It's a very simple, straightforward, step-by-step guide guiding you through the process of mixing, because I know it can be very overwhelming when you open up a mix and you've got all these tracks, no plugins anywhere, and you just don't know where to start. So this guide is just good to have to glance at when you're starting a mix. just to supplement what you've already learned, and you can download that for free underneath this video in the description. I'd love to hear in the comments section below, is there one thing that you've learned from this video series that you're going to be using in your mixes going forward? And I've got more mixing tips and tutorials coming out. We've got videos coming at least once every 2 weeks, so hit that subscribe button for more. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.